Dimapur Naka Students Union bra aji 4 p.m. de ekta press conference rakhi kina ase aro amikan huni pai ase itu press conference to on the topic Dimapur district te ILP to enforce kuribole laga opor de khota koribo goise amikan Nagaland to sai shigule nan naga hobi naga manu hobi sob mili kina ai ase holibe iman sal charcha chulise ki Dimapur de ILP to enforce kuribo lage kona alag organization bra peshi charcha hoise aro itui noi kina NSF Naka Student Federation bra spearhead kurna ILP laga matters opor de government lokote bishi par charcha chulise aro itu 1963 December 1 to enforce kuribo lage guna NSF rabi koiginas whereas government laga proposal do November 1979 iniga kota koi ase holibe ite to enforce hone whereas minorities kan bra Dimapur te thaka alag samaj kan community kan sai shigule more than 28 March Deputy Commissioner Office Dimapur de takan itu laga opor de consultative meeting bi thakiche kote takan minorities kan koise ke government laga decision November 1979 do willing ase holibe amikan huni ase ke Dimapur Naka Students Union laga be ekta stand ase takan laga be ekta bhavana ase aibi hinotopia homi aro Michael Khat Dimapur Naka Students Union laga President aro General Secretary Office Paris kan ba itu laga opor ki koi amikan titial ba hudauti korsa.
Thank you, media persons, for coming to our press conference. Today is a very important press conference regarding to the identity of the indigenous Nagas settling in Dimapur, Chumkedima and Newland. These three districts are all equally important, but we will be dwelling on Dimapur districts in particular. We all know the issue of ILP. It was due to popular demand and the demand of the people. It was enforced, notified way back on December 11, 2019 by the government. But that was still in notification. It was in deeds, not in words. Now, fast forward, all the civil societies of Dimapur have time and again appealed to the government to strictly enforce ILP in Dimapur district and the three erstwhile districts, that is Chumu and Newland. So on 20th November 2024, if I'm not mistaken, the government has issued a notification that ILP will be introduced in Dimapur with three categories. So the first category is December 1963, that is the year that Nagaland got statehood, and the second category is 21st November 1979, and the third category 22nd November 1979. Now, if you look at the genesis that has happened, we all know that ILP, it is a democratic time bomb which affects the indigenous communities of Nagaland. In this regard, I would like to point out that Dimapur Naga Students Union have given up many press releases, and we have also met that on April 5th, 2025, we have submitted a representation to the governor, and on February 5, 2025, we have submitted a memorandum to the Chief Minister of Nagaland, appealing the Chief Minister to strictly enforce and ILP in Dimapur and to have a robust mechanism to check such and also to set up check gates in all the entry points of Dimapur. My colleagues will also say something. I will also add more on the latter part.
As said by our AGS, time and again, the Dimapur Naga Students Union have been raising the issue of ILP again and again. We have written numerous representation and letters to the government, but we all know that ILP is already in place, but enforcement though we haven't seen in a proper manner as of now. Proper manner no enforcement in ILP though. You see, towns like Dimapur has grown rapidly, and it has become a melting pot. And government anbra ko ase itu main power nai aro and especially the business community and the settlers purana non local settlers anbra government ge complain gorgane itu implementation bi hole diktar hoyas ni ina observe kore ase aman dimapur naga association do Nagaland do it's a very unique state. We have a different culture, different history, and a different geopolitical in the geopolitical context also it's very different. So we are stressing and giving utmost importance to the implementation of ILP, especially in Dimapur. The implementation of ILP will help in protection of indigenous cultures and tribes because the ILP it will help protect this numerous distinct cultures, language, and tradition. ILP it helps protect these communities from cultural dilution and encroachment by regulating the entry of non-locals and the implementation of ILP will also help in the democratic safeguarding of our state. Unregulated migration could alter the demographic balance of the state, potentially marginalizing the local population. ILP will help it to prevent such shifts by controlling the influence of outsiders. And also security concerns, given the history of insurgency in Nagaland, we share borders with Myanmar also. So implementing ILP will help in regulating who enters the state and adds a layer of security and oversight. So you see, the implementation of ILP also help in legal and constitutional backing. ILP is provided by the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act 1973. We all know that. So which is constitutionally protected. It aligns with our Article 371A of the Indian Constitution, which gives Nagaland special rights over its customary laws and ownership of the land and resources. And the most important point is the sustainable development. By limiting unchecked migration, the ILP system ensures that the development happens in a way that benefits the local people and not the outsiders or the external interests. Therefore, we urge the state government to implement the ILP and enforce it at the earliest. Thank you.
I think Naga Manukhan bi sob jane ase hola ILP to ki ase. ILP to kubo kule to it was introduced by the Britishers through the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act of 1873. Itu tu hole tu poila press release te bi press conference te bi koi dise Mahana president para. Itu tu hole tu buga Manukhan para itu indigenous tribal Naga Manukhan ke sai kena. Itu khan tu hole tu inika thakile tu tai khan tu hole tu uneducated ase manu nisina educated na hoy. Itu karne tai khan ke check na kuri se kule tu tai khan ke ber ekta nisina na rakhi di se kule tu tai khan la mati khan tai khan la identity khan sob chur ho jabo koi ne thaki ne dali ne thakia laga ase. So fast forward ite tu le tu when we got the statehood we were given a constitutional right, a special provision under Article 371A. So itu sai kene government of India bi up in Naga Manukhan to distinct ase alag ase. They will so that in order to prevent us from being exploited by those who are more educated than us, ILP dhalia la ase in other districts. So unfortunately Dimapur district itia erstwhile itia to hole to Chumu Newland hole Dimapur district to hole to dhalibo pare nai through the inability kubo of the government. So itia to hole to high time hoje Naga Manukhan bi we know that Dimapur being the gateway of the entire Nagaland, unabated influx to hoine jase. So time and again Mohan civil societies, not only Dnsu, even NSF, even all the entire CSOs of Dimapur Mohan ju para hala kuri ase government ke appeal kuri ase phal para ILP to hole to strictly enforce kuribi robust mechanism dali dibi koi gena dali ase. Now the government is saying there is a bureaucratic laga process ase hurdle ase like our GSS say itu manpower na if the government is really concerned for the people of Nagaland, for the indigenous communities, I think it is high time for them to establish a mechanism. Manu holebi lagile to CSOs can be kwaso baba. We are ready to give cooperation to the government anytime. So now we demand that time for delaying is over. Ite to strict robust ILP to Dimapur de Dalibi kuina appeal kuriasa.
First amount they requested the government in return that Dimapur de non Naga permanent citizens can go like any other condition. They should be given the rights to purchase land in the municipal areas of Dimapur. Like I mentioned previously. Any other rights.
Acha. They are asking the government to implement something like European war in Shillong di Thakan isna. Itu nisna bi adi Dimapur de Thakan de dilekini ka Thakan nan nakasi olibe Dimapur municipal area di do Thakan mati kini botak rights dibina legal citizen dibina bana Thakan Maroris samaj pra mangi ase. So Dimapur Naga Students Union as a pressure group since apuni kan aji ILP laga address kore ase tadi ki koya apuni.
See, first of all, this is not Shillong. This is Nagaland. Second of all, Article 371A, like Sir Azwa have said, Article 371A ke karan dalgena ase. I will first talk about the history of the Nagas. See, Nagas have shed their blood. Many lives have been sacrificed to protect our identity, our land, our culture, tradition, and custom. Nah, our ancestors have shed their blood to get this Article 371A. During the time of Jawaharlal Nehru. I think it was 16-point agreement. It was a part of 16-point agreement, Article 371A. Even before that, the Britishers, they did not allow their own fellow Britishers to come into the lands of the Nagas without the ILP. They came to know that these Naga people are innocent, uneducated, tribal people. Their land cannot be snatched. Itu kami tahan protect keruba. They felt the need to protect the unique identity, the existence of the tribal people. Naga manmohan nishna. Nah, first thing first. Now second thing. Bahar manu ai kena mati kinmo na diba karni. Ami kala land and resource. Nah, itu exploit nukurba karni to Article 371 dalgana situ. First thing first itu ase. Holibi itu holibi mo khata mani dibo. Thik ase. Takhan 1963 age bro third generation, fourth generation ai jaisho kena rakhi ase. Mani jaisho mo. ঠিক আছে রাইট দিব লাগে তো রাইট দিব লাগে কইলে তো তখন কিলা আইএলপি এগেইনস্ট করেছে ফার্স্ট থিং ফার্স্ট they said before the creation of the Nagaland state 1963 they were here, they are very much a part of citizens of Nagaland. Then the existence of the Samaj Marwari, first thing na itu Marwar কথা কথা বলেন তো Marwar man they have very good reputation in Nagaland. So are they not also responsible to abide by the Constitution of India if they are really in India? First thing first. Now they are talking about the minorities. See, as per the Constitution of India, two types of minorities are there: religious minorities and linguistic minorities. Nah, linguistic pra holi bi ami kon to tahan prabi kumti. Nah, ar tahan religious se jasho kolibi tahan to Hindu kan asu to. See, ami Naga, ami America ta boisho kolibi ami Naga se khunbra. I'm UK the boys like Naga tribal manasudo. I'm minority everywhere. Just because there are few people of here in Nagaland, they want to call themselves minority. That I don't moiti accept it. Minority as a whole India constitution ki likhana se that minority ko nasudo. Not as a state by state minority man get choose corona. Holibi that depends on the government of Nagaland if we want to consider them as a minorities or not. Now purchasing of land and XYZ they are saying. Now first of all I want to question the very existence of the Samaj. As far as I know, the foundation of the Samaj, Marwari Samaj, is to protect their identity, culture and traditions and custom of the Marwari people. Now imagine the one who claimed himself to be speaking on behalf of Marwari Samaj, Basu Damani. I have written a letter to the president of Marwari Samaj. Either the Marwari Samaj have authorized him to speak on behalf of the Marwari, or he just say that by his own, individual interest. Because everybody knows he is the vice president of BJP. Now imagine the president of Nagas Dimapur Nagas Union मैं NPF ते member थकसे गलु तो नैले तो नागा हो BJP president थकसे गलु तो नैले नागा council RPP ते काम करते गलु तो political interest से कुछ जासु तो I am not supposed to be aligned in any political organization. Genuine man voice of तो समाज खंतु they from this Marwari समाज खंतु they from this organization to protect the identity, culture and tradition, custom of the Marwari, or they have formed this organization due to the need of political interest. Itu mo khanyo koi dibi. Then we'll only talk about ILP or not. Now, even the BJP, he is the vice president of BJP. I'm pretty sure BJP have never authorized him. I have never seen any BJP political party against the implementation of ILP in Nagaland. Nor does the NPF. And it is also a harsh fact that none of the political party have given their party manifesto as an ILP. And this ILP, itu ILP is important. Now we are talking about 147 assistant professor post. That is also very important. That assistant professor kura man khan backdoor hobi, front door hobi, ceiling door hobi ki hobi, nagaman takshido. Nagaman na charido because it is affecting our future. Now we are talking about some outsiders coming and snitching our lane and আমি খান না itu jaga para mani to jola kota ko asu to this is very sensitive. Now be it Bihari Samaj, Bengali Samaj, Marwari Samaj, if they are really for the Nagas, if they are really the citizens of India, desh ki nagrik, they say that. So if they are the citizens of India, are they not responsible? If they love Nagas, they should be the one to support the Nagas. Nagaman ko bhoi bob koile to nagaman ka support korbo to they should think for the interest of the Nagas. Takhan to they are not minority. They have money. Economic takhan control korna ase khetai dan hoy. Takhan 1960 age bhoi kina ase gushe to bhoi bi indigenous mangya ase did bo to takhan effect no hoy to illegal immigrants kun bhat ulai na ko ase ILP na talbi kun bi ko no hoy to illegal immigrants bhat bi ulai to mu prabu ulai to ILP na talbi ko kina holbi 1960 pra Aman Khan who claim themselves to be the indigenous of the Nagaland are saying that ILP should not be implemented. On what ground ILP should not be implemented? Are it is a first thing, Tami Kami history Sasudu, Tankla ILP Dalboman Nai. Town the Indian citizens are say they have a right to live everywhere. Tikase, Tankla ILP Dalboman Nai. Are they illegal immigrants? They don't want us to call them illegal immigrants. They don't want us to call them non-local, but they don't want us to implement ILP. The ILP is to identify people. Illegal immigrants kya ase, immigrants kya ase, kun indigenous hai itu kan ke identify kurbo karna sudu, differentiate kurbo karna sudu. The ILP na dalbi ko ase, mati bi kinbo ko ase, minister MLA post bi jabo ko ase, ar ILP na dalbi ko ase. So that is the thing. So regarding this question, see, Naga manula mati ase, Nagaland jaga ase. If they call me racist leaders, I don't mind. Okay, holibi Nagaland bhagina Nagaland na kanun follow kormon nai. Nagaland bhagina Nagaland against kurbo. Nagaland na whatever is well-being of the Nagas itu get against kurbo, against the policies of the betterment of the Nagas against ko thakju kunu to itu takhan to with due respect Nagaland chargan jajibi itu to. No, honestly I'm saying Nagaland chargan jajibi. Moi bar kheta bi gwan holibi takhan Naga man ke morom ekla chhadibi. I really wish that there is some Hindi channel also na padle mo Hindi bro khoto ko they call themselves देश के नागरिक और हम नागा आदिवासी हैं तो देश के संविधान में आर्टिकल 371 एक दिया है ना क्या इनको भी फर्ज नहीं बनता है इसको निभाने के लिए है कि नहीं देश का नागरिक बोलते हैं तो देश का संविधान में आर्टिकल 371 में नागा आदिवासियों को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए या ILP इंप्लीमेंट करने के बोल रहे हैं अगर यह लोग नागा आदिवासियों को प्यार करता है नागालैंड को प्यार करता है तो हम लोग को सपोर्ट करने चाहिए ना हम थोड़ी ना इन लोग को अगेंस्ट कर रहे हैं This is the big question, okay? This is a big question. Nagaman can understand kuro lage. Nagaman itu bishi itu sabi. Now I will also say this thing. See, these people, I call them desh ki gadar log. Moi tahan ke desh la gadar khan koi. Ina time mo Hindi da ahas kule tu kuma man ki bujhbo lage kone. Now see, kile kole tu itu khan government ki bhi tax thik ni de. Ha. Naga man ke bi naga man la baking loi ke na naga man la mati chhingibo ha ina ga gur ke na yete boy ke na naga man ke moram kore kobo jai ke na central government ke অলটা ইনফরমেশ্যন দি আছোঁ তো এইটো মান কাৰণে ডবল গেম খেলা আছোঁ তো এইটো আৰু এইটো প্ৰেছ লিষ্ট কোৱা আছে নাগালেণ্ডে 40-50 years থাকি যাব মান ক'ত যাই যাব কোৱা আছে তো আজি ডেট কি আছে what date is there Saturday 10 May তো আজি একজন বাহিৰ মান 10 May আছে 2057 তে সেম ক'ব তো তাই সেম ক'ব তো আমি ডিমাপুৰতে 50 years বহি দিছোঁ ক'ত যাব ক'ব তো so that's what we are talking about না তো এতিয়া see Supreme Court of India পৰা তো March 25 1971 তে কাট অফ লাইন দিকে আছে ইলিগেল ইমিগ্ৰেন্টছ ডিপোৰ্ট কৰিব কাছে তো আসাম মান খান কে কোৰ্টে ফাইট কৰিছে the Supreme Court passed a verdict in favor of the indigenous of Assam people ne kuma man to itu ILP garne court fight khilbo kasa against naga kase we are ready we are ready if it is about crime na law court khan ba khato but if it is about the identity and the land of the nagas public will answer to अगर हमारा ज़मीन हमारा पहचान का बात करते हैं तो जनता जवाब देता है ना तो सभी असम गवर्नमेंट खान कट ऑफ लाइन 1971 दिखे ना आमी खान गवर्नमेंट ऑफ नागालैंड टाइप इम्प्लीमेंट तो करा नहीं प्रपोजल ऐसे है they say that they will have a discussion with the CSS you know हॉल भी 1979 दिखे ना सो तो आमी खान नागालैंड नहीं तो असम गवर्नमेंट ते थक्से असम गवर्नमेंट ते थक्से तो तहन तक भी 1979 आमी खान नागालैंड 1979 वो कासो तो अरे आमी खान नागा मंत्री इमान तुक तो पागला तुन होला तो this has to be sorted out ना तो some people are saying Dimapur is a mini India they are manipulating kuma naga man bit itu man kan Dimapur is a mini India so if Dimapur is a mini India are they saying that Kohima is not India are they saying that Mukokchung is not India entire Nagaland is under India but Article 371 is for the to protect the tribal people like us no so they should know now these people what they are doing they will take see they have money they have resources this is the harsh fact they are close with some of the politicians some of our national workers some of the bureaucrats some of our Naga elders and they threaten us whenever we go and ask them tan ko kuchno dishi gelo to ami ki koje na thengbi na rakhi kina na of course they are elder we respect them আপনি জনম না হাগে তে আমি তো নাগাল্যান্ডে ঠেং রাখিছে মতলব মই তো নাগা নহয় তাই নাগা হৈ দিছে আমি জনম না হাগে তাই নাগাল্যান্ড আই দিছে কোন তাই নাগা হৈ দিছে আর তা কইছে মই মারোয়ারি নাগা মই বিহারি নাগা there is no such marwari naga kachari naga bihari naga to naga se marwari to naga se and one last thing I would really want to appreciate one community and the nagas are also aware you know what Gorkha people they came to my office they came to my office and you know what these Gorkha people say we are Gorkha we were Gorkha we are Gorkha and we will always be Gorkha we will never be Naga even if you tell us to be a Naga and we are proud to be called as a Gorkha and they didn't come to seek for their they didn't come to our office to ask for their rights they came to tell their rights and they went back I feel so proud of them हिंदी पर कहो यह गोरखा लोग आया था हमारे ऑफिस पे हाँ बोला था कि उन लोग का गर्व है कि वो गोरखा है और वो नागा भी नहीं है और नागा कभी नहीं रहेगा वो उसका हक मांगने के लिए नहीं आया था हक बोलने के लिए आया था so this is the type of community we need ना तो नंतर शिक्षा पर आगे था मानी के लिए I will be against cross that is the question so we have given a letter to the Mar Samaj seeking clarification on Basu Damani just see they should also know their limit na just because I become a member of NPF just because I become a member of RPP or BJP or Congress that does not give them the authority to just say whatever they want so we are also looking into it and we are against such thing if the Marwari Samaj whatever they are asking the rights from the administration first of all let them answer us whether they are in support of ILP or not yeah that is the question
अच्छा अपनी खान 5th April 2025 के गवर्नर की लिखी हुई है जो ILP strictly implement करूँगा but जो ILP लगा issue तो NSF का इसी साल का take up करेगी ना ऐसे so अपनी खान जो NSF का take up करेंगे जो अभी जो Dnsu का जो ILP implement करूँगा लगा अपनी खान मन दामोर बड़ा vocal का ऐसे तो इतो लगा related अपने जो NSF का भी एक को नकोबन नोले NSF का भी अपनी खान दिमापुर नागा student पर जो दिमापुर meeting दे ILP implement करूँगा दे contradict ना हो
Actually, itu contradict to নহব লাগে. See, আমি খান Dimapur Naga Student Union, আমি খান jurisdiction de mokhan bi mokhan la autonomous mokhan la power chala kina function korle bhalo. Now there is one thing, there are certain things we need to consult. As a whole Naga, NSF is spearheading. I don't know whether I should say this or not, but NSF is spearheading. Now concerning, see, the Dimapur, Naga Council Dimapur is the apex body. We have voting rights there also. So we are also in consulting with the Naga Council Dimapur. Our Dimapur ILP implement kurbo lage gole to government pra discuss gole to on behalf of all the CEOs Naga Council ki matibo. And Dimapur Naga Union, only if they invite us, we will go. But still then Naga Council khan pra jai kina khota koi. Now itu ILP la itu am khan Dimapur jurisdiction koso kas, like our AGS have said, ILP is in regard to this new land Chumugidima and Dimapur, but we are only focusing on this Dimapur. About the letter to the governor, we have met the governor also. Now the government should also understand, if he really loves the Nagas, the governor of Nagaland should also understand. The Naga people are suffering a lot. The Naga people are suffering a lot. Now it is unfortunate that the governor of Nagaland is not aware of these outsiders, non-locals, I should say. They don't feel good when I call them non-locals, taking the name of our politicians underground and threatening us. They can even take the name of Indian Army and threaten us. They can even take the name of underground and threaten us. Whereas we Naga public, we cannot even take the name of Indian Army and threaten them, nor can we take the name of underground and threaten them. This is the situation we are living. Not all the underground is the same, but few. Now there are so many national workers that the main purpose of national workers is to protect the identity, the land, the resource of the Nagas. They call it insurgency. And the government of India also not what is meant by insurgency. Insurgency means it's not a terrorist. Insurgency means people who are not happy with the law system of the government. They become against the government. A movement showing their dissatisfaction when the law is discriminating them. Our Nagas were divided into different states and countries, Myanmar, Manipur. That is how this Naga Nation movements are. They call it insurgency, we call it Naga Nation Freedom Fighters. And these Mayang people, these Tsumars, we call it Tsumars, Nagaman Tsumar. These Tsumars, Amikan takes digana, Amikan Naga Freedom Fighters can into bunduk to the reason for this. The freedom of the Naga Nation movement is for the Nagas sovereignty, self-determination, for our unique identity. Itu kani kurasa for our land, for our identity. Itu movement start worship. First thing too. Itu kasi when the government of when the Indian Army came and occupied our land, the movement was started too. The foundation and the forming of these Naga Nation workers were because of our, I'm repeating, sorry, identity and our land. These people, in order to, kill our existence, in order to snatch our land, they are using our national workers. They thought, tahan babishiki. See, our national workers too, andas the man get treated no Bia man get treated if it is treating the interests of the Nagas, na. And I should tell you, if this is not implemented properly, if ILP is not implemented properly, it will be a, kindly note this, it will be a non-violent genocide of the ethnic identity of the Nagas. Non-violent genocide of the ethnic identity of the Nagas. Itu bujbo lagi deh. Aja itu Dimapur aise. Tinda kali itu Kohima. Ara Kohima yu kali person ko budu. Kali bi Kohima te aste bora non looks view jiklo to 30-40 years boji sakobo. Kohima bi mini India sakobo. At least Kohima to capital of Nagaland sakobo. Nadla jo budu. So this thing will go on. To Assam government to 1971 digena se cut off line March 25 te. Deport could be go se. Now I cannot comment on that part whether the Assam government can deport all these illegal immigrants or not. Holy be kanun to banai dishu tu. Itu para protect to at least tu. Tahan para deport ko na parsu be bulletproof ti dishu tu. To government of Nagaland dekle to bulletproof ni de. Clear cut ko dibi na. ILP na telbo ko gina. Nagaman ko bina. Na dalshu ko to bhal pa dalshu ko bina. Now whether we can send out all these illegal immigrants or not is alok khata. Bihar man ki kheta chuli Bihar jagna bhoi jabo. Marwari man ke kheta chuli Rajasthan jagna bhoi jabo. Punjabi kan Punjab jai jabo ta jaga se dakhan to for them to no issue. Ar mo khan kheta bi na. If they want to be different, they want tahan illegal immigrants log alag thaki mo chiglo to they samaj they should also support the nagas na tami nakamanok bha siglo to the first thing first I say at least Assam government kan nishna 1971 cut off line dato ami kan nagaman bi clear cut eta cut off line did bola lage and this acts and regulation coming out it was supposed to protect and safeguard the nagas but unfortunately I could see all these acts and regulation is to give more benefits to the outsiders itb ase so we will all have to see to it intellectuals are there naga manase COSs are there we will come together and discuss but this implementation of ILP should be done I know the government itu transparency as government of Nagaland kita rukhawa na parbo that too I know but if the administrator the government of Nagaland kan sincerity bar kurusiglo to gusa to gus jabo hole bi kote boibo na see suppose ami nagaman aseglo to ami la gote jukali kam korbola se building construct korbola se to ami kobu to ILP khoi ILP dekhabi chute jukali kam lagam na apna plumber job korbola se plumber manke khoi ILP khoi at least to parbo to ta kan je rukhabi kone aibo dibi na hole bi landing ground to nidbo lagi to itu ya ase ami kan
Now, 28 March 2025, Deputy Commissioner Office the consultative meeting that is minorities can hold. Unfortunately, ITC by chair push only tate takan media logot kota kolam te takan push government laga jundo cut off year ase 1979 November to implement bole so willing ase only they have even urged the government ki prior to that kun bado voters ID kan takana only 1960 ba agina ase aru prior to that be agina ase bole to takan kido we consider koribi ko ase now there is a confusion civil society ko ase December 1 1963 Adia government bra proposal ekta ase 1979 November so now Dimapur Naga students union ba government ki implement koribi ko ase IMP only as a pressure group apuni kan bi government ge juntu chiti likhe ase idu laga opore public khan laga safeguard rights of the Nagas opore as a student body apex body of Dimapur ki mangya se cut off year to ki hobo lage
see cut off year first thing first ami kan coalition Dimapur Naga council na and as a whole student body na NSF being the apex body NSF their opinion is December 1 1963 ami kan Nagamon noka se Nagaman ki mangya se to ami kan DNS kan bi mangya se NSF kan bi mangya se to ta kan ga tu 1963 pra age ta gina se kuma to documents na ko ase to administrative ke mangina bana lubina that cannot be an excuse na ami kan pala aha to documents na gana ILP na dilu ga to that cannot be an excuse itu to logic iko logic nahi tate pra aro sabi again there are still people kunma money ita to kobe de thik itu implement corruption that they will again misuse the regulation that has been passed kunma on to kobe to Rajasthan braibo noile to Haryana braibo na Gurgaon Punjab Bihar braibo to ke gana ase gulo to amila पहिला amila grandfather 1960 पहिला 1960 na thakat na amila grandfather thakise amke indigenous dibi mo mati kino boilobo see bujibo lagi dimag thakibo lagi to actually pura dimag digena si bujibo lagi aro kunma to kase to ami khan to ke kina korbo ami khana documents nai to banabi na authenticate at least dibina at least electricity bill dish hola nole ration card to thakise hola ke ba to thakise hola to thakise na trade license to thakise hola at least to ke ba ke to thakise hola ida anibe authenticate kurbe GTA administration kan pra nidia kujino to Dimapur Naga student ta han ro hosara jine na seklo to we will go and request the administrator that these people came prior to the 1960 ta han indigenous didu mo kon kobo to halibi ta kan documents na ite kan ILP na dalbi to ta taila ekta khandan bachable sab Nagaman ke dubai dibu to na parbo so there is always a way if both the parties come together na to itu ase ki 1960 tala grandfather ekta agina thakise pura khandana jabo ni ki mala great grandfather 1960 agina thakise sab kani indigenous didu ko ni ki these people they have money once the implementation itu ta kan favor dal dishna pura Nagalini kinlobo ta kan paisa asu to ami Nagaman ase tabe Nagaman student ami nijor Nagamani mati nai kun mate kingina bhasu to verification jabo aro kun ILP against cross itu illegal immigrants kan noide itu kan tu 1960 prior pra thaka manase to ta kan kila ILP against cross ami kan itu be verify karo so this is it
अच्छा आपने cut off date तो 63 हो गया ना 79 हो गया ना
no 70 asam tak bi 79 digina so
71
ami 71 na to asam tak bi 71 digina se am kan Nagaland to after Assam only state was created So it not gonna 79 down to. Don't you see any wrong there? It should be 63 actually. Nah. And if at all, whichever is earlier. But 71 Assam digna say under the leadership of the Assam governor we got statehood. Tahan ju 71 digna say Nagaman pola pra to illegal immigrants problem face no hagata Assam to polar face ko na so tahan tak 71 digna so. So this is the truth. You can check it documents sabi itu as
Yeah. Those who have documents prior to 63, long nakakan.
Actually, it is not us who did not agree, or it is not us who asked the government to say, but government said that they should be given some certain rights, and we accept it. In fact, not only that, non-locals kami takan nila right to thakba lagi go wherever it is. It is also our responsibility to safeguard the minorities, but to safeguard for the well-being of the Nagas and for the well-being of them, to coexist together in peace and harmony, not at the cost of the future of my children. Or my future.
Those who were here prior to
1963, yes.
To become a non-Naga
Indigenous, yes.
You are okay with it, no?
I'm okay with it.
Plain Manu, Dusha, Malwari, Uliti, Bihari,
See, they have also contributed towards the Nagaland state. These people were already there since Second World War II. So this thing. We acknowledge that, and we also accept that, but we do not accept the mentality of them saying that ILP should not be implemented. Aro tala grandfather immediate generation kan thake na hole bi tahana bloodline pura gusi jab chokri dibi alap baba lage de आज एक शादी करছে চারটা বাচ্চা पैदा করছি তো আর বাচ্চা চারটা শাদি করব তো আর বাচ্চা চারটা বাচ্চা করে শিখলো তো অলরেডি 20 हो जिसे within 10 years खत्म हो जब ना खान ना हुसा কথা আছে so all this thing मखान future करने को वाला আছে तो public खान जन बोला के करने हम खान this is very important and I would like to request the media fraternity दूसरा भी important থাকবে পারে there are so many important issues we have media coverage लेकिन ऐसे बोले भी इतु तो पारा तक तो सब जगह पे पहुंचाई दी सब मन जन बोला के इतु तो Nah, the government will always talk about procedures after procedures. I'm just a caretaker of this office. Itu di mana nagasin tu, I'm not private promoter itu. I'm the caretaker ase. I'm the tinir kota mau jabo. Dusra president jabo pare. Itu issue thaki bo. To itu issue tu government la mukra tu no kobo. Hale bi procedure after procedure kena 2 साल हो जैसे. ILP tu kiman साल हो जैसे itu issue chua tu. So we should make the government. Nah, we should make government to do things. Unless we let the government do things, they will never do. So times will come where, if at all, we have to go for democratic agitation. But this issue is very sensitive. So with handle practical process. We are also thinking to have a coordination meeting with other samaj. Non locals kan gina, it kan ge mati gina makan be meeting kur gina ekta understanding there. We are trying to make them understand that ILP is actually not to go against them. ताकि भी बुझाने नाजिन होल भी we are trying to make them understand मोहन एक बार मीटिंग भी करो करना पड़ेगा से consultative meeting consultative meeting या
तो president sir since अभियान वाला का इंसान तो अभियान शी representation और शी सभी कुना सिंह तो उन्हीं पास है तो अभियान concrete stand किया सर न्यूज़ के लिए तो next course of action अभियान की लोग जैसे
see that too we cannot tell now some steps are better to be hidden. It is not good to say it in the media. See, makan bi chur man gya apin ki durbole ayas de kule to already chur man to polai jelo ko thobo na. Please try to understand the stand of the Dnsu also. But we will coordinate, especially first thing first, public to Dnsu logo aside. Dnsu public aside. Supporters kan aside. It's just that we are not, holi makan bi aside. Or we will have a meeting with the Naga Council also. Dusa siyos kan mi matibo. Or we also have NSF. So it has what step will be taken into Mukhan? We have already planned out and we have so many things to do. But as of now, we will not be exposing this in the media. Thank you.
And your second point, your second question, Mukhan ki mangi ase to effective and robust mechanism to check ILP dali divi kya to ase.
Lastly, aro ki umunja do. Since abingan ILP laga man from this time bude ase admin ase itu related te aro ekta concerning public laga ekta umunja do. Non indigenous certificate aro ST khan ge non locals especially Naga women's married to non local khan Naga certificate ami khan shi dikhe pai to itu laga stand laga bode Dnsu laga ki opinion ase
Personal faith, personal relationship. Na ito kuma mantu ami kan naga mai kan no my life my rule kobo. To sa ase. Ina kan no kuride ko le to my life my rule kobo. Duk paise kilo to where are the student leaders kobo. Back days when I was in Delhi, such thing happened. When we told them not to go and meet someone at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., they will throw their spit on us. They will even smoke cigarette and throw on our face. My life, my rule. Abo rep hoise kilo to kanding na ibo. Where is the student leader? Where is the president? Huh? Pala ek bar nagaman example mo dibo. I'll come back to the point. I'll just ek the student kan ke harass condition hai. Sab man bram mo ke mara shuru se. Mo treatment karne dil jai jaise to. Mo to mo injured la flight nai private jet nai aibo na pare. Nagaman lai to same mentality naga Michael ko bita ase. See. Tai pra foreigners loga sadi kurbi. Tai pra Bihar loga sadi kurbi. Bengal loga kurbi. Maru loga kurbi. We don't mind. Holi bi title to Nidibi. Ne, Nidibi. We are very minority, no hatred, only to bloodline to Rakhibi. Na. Sabi. I will block hoto kase. Ar I will probably danger. Ito asu to. Scheduled tribe to aro ito to indigenous probably aro more genuine hoy jasu to. This Aadhaar card, ration card does not prove anything. Anybody can make Aadhaar card. Moi dil jayega ni Aadhaar card bana parbo. I can make. Voter card mo bana pare banai. Notice also we used to vote. Tate na. Delhi there. We are also voters. So we can be Delhi jagina. I'm a voter. I can Delhi there. 200 sal. They will not give us a right to contest in election or in their municipal council. But they are asking na. So kung are skilled tribe, I should do. Itu skilled tribe to we don't acknowledge it and we are very much against it. Apni kan midabi we play a very important role. Kung manu Thakur awu mi thakshe kulu to na. Noile Chishu Kumar thakshe kulu to expose kurbi na. No, media have a big role here and there. I can see Dnsu, unfortunately, we are not Superman. We cannot go everywhere. Actually, my executive is to complain. Kita would trippy jawab. We're going to get resi corona day. Every month we are coming up with issue, transparent issue. Trust me, media are also very much aware. Ito, kwan isne to non local sadi kuratu. We are not against it, but do not take the title of the Nagas. Nagaman title no loge. They cannot inherit our land. Aro, by chance, bro, Baba, na. Baba Bihar le title lubi. Marar se Maru le title lubi tas. No hatred okay. Only that is affecting the other Nagas. Some of our related man bi sadi hogi nasu to non local man ge. Title lobo ne de ami. Title lobo ne de. Idu chharbi adopt korge na nijula bacha ke to David James rakit bo. Arab adopt kora man ge inzen bo. Hokhto example. Qualified judge ke kun hi samana mase kun hi English le na mase. It can be so we have never acknowledged this. We are totally against it. Host can be against korgina se. So yeah, that is the stand of the CSOs and the government of the day. They are also very much aware. Ajikal to huna to media hoisho kuche media ko ase. So I think it should be fine. But this is very important issue. More important than ILP actually. But it to iman issue to dangor hana. Still few is there na.
So viewers, Dimapur Naga Students Union bra press conference dia banigan dikhilushe aro Dimapur Naga Students Union headed by President Hinoto P. Ahomi aro General Secretary Michael Khat, AGS aro Education Secretary takan bra address kurishe aro Dimapur Naga Students Union bra koi ase ke the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation of 1873 dijundo inner line regulation laga opor koi ase idu government ge strictly implement koribo lage koi ase Dimapur Naga Students Union bra April 1 2025 te takan Governor of Nagaland ke lok pai kina takan representation bi dishe ke ILB do Dimapur de aro Newland Chumukutima area de strictly implement koribole laga opor bi address korise bole Dimapur Naga Students Union bra particularly takana jurisdiction Dimapur district within the idu ILB do enforce koribole takan itu bi address korise aro Dimapur Naga Students Union koi ase ke itia jun do cut off year December 1 1963 noile jun do itia government laga proposal November 1979 laga se itu laga opor bi Dimapur Naga student kushi napa janai dia se ki Assam gando 1971 impose korigina se to Nagaland to kile 1979 di jai se stick to statehood December 1 1963 ko ase takan ko ase hoy takan implementing agencies no hoy holibi as a pressure group government ge ILP do juldi Dimapur district be enforce kuribi so that Article 371A jundu government of India bra Nagaland ki digina ase idu naga manu laga rights land resource safeguard kuna rakhibol laga opore student union kan aru awas uthai ase Dimapur Naga student president bra idu laga opore kuise ki Dimapur e bishibak nan naga khan aru do advantage extra loigina jai ase aru takhan koi ase ki naga manu khan laga shelter de advantage loi ase aru itui noigina kunba manu khan nan naga khan do idu naga national workers khan laga opportunity be uthai gina aru do Nagaland de takhan nijor laga mati nishina idu command kora shuru hoishi kushi aru itu laga opore Dimapur Naga students union bishi discouraged aru disappointed hoigina government ge address kuri ase ki juldi Dimapur laga area de ILP do enforce kuribi holibi enforce kura laga opore bi mechanism do bishi phal thakibo lagi koise matlab kitiaba idu issues ola opore police kan Dimapur railway station nile check kete idu athar kan check kuri thaki aru Dimapur Naga student koise athar to khud chaka dibe bunai loi misa mishi bi bunai loi koise idu bra government of Nagaland bra bishi diri noa moide idu ILP do kinika implement koribo lage cut off year do December 1963 chuligina jaile bishi bhalo bo koise aru Dimapur Naga student president koise ki idu laga matters opore NSF pra spearhead kurna jaise NSF kan ge iko overtake kura noy holibi Dimapur Naga students union as a pressure group as a student welfare laga ekta union hoigina Dimapur de influx of illegal immigrants bishi hoi jaise itu laga opore takhan mundu khwabra aru itu itia present situation do rukha nai gole aha same garne Naga indigenous kan garne problem hobo korna takhan address korisu koise aru takhan koi ase ki nan Nagas kan kun Nagaland te thake ase no problem holibi takhan koi ase eki logot coexist korna thakibo holibi ILP laga jundu the Bengal East Frontier Regulation 1873 laga strictly digina ase itu laga opore implement korisile sob manu karone phal hobo koi ase aru Dimapur Naga students union president brabi itu laga opore aru bishi address korise koise ki yate jundu Marwari samaj khan bra government of Nagaland ge idu likhise ki takhan idu Shillong nishina yade nan Naga khan kibi municipal area de idu mati khan kinibole noli citizenship right idu laga bi dibole laga opore counter korise ki idu do hobole noy idu Shillong noy idu Nagaland ase kushi aru itia Dimapur Naga students pra koise ki 28 March 2025 junto deputy commissioner office te minorities khan idu meeting loise administration lokote itu time dibi media lokot khoda komte takhan ba janibo dise ke junto government ba cut off year 1979 dia ase sob manu willing ase holibi Dimapur Naga students union do 1979 do nolobo ko ase aro tade minorities khan koise government ge ke kun manu prior to 1963 or prior to 1979 ahikina ase nole takhan lokote voters proof ID khan nai takhan do nijor laga community khan bra identify korobole itu laga rights pi mangi thakise aru Dimapur Naga students union ko ase itu kan do nohobo holibi jundu December 1 1963 cut off year ase itu implement koribi ko ase so that aha generation Nagaland de thaka kan karone nijor laga rights nijor laga identity rakhibo karone itu government gil takhan bishi dangor vocal korna ko ase aru Dimapur Naga students union koise next step takhan ki lobo itu to takhan discussion korna kobo holibi itia to media ke takhan address korana holibi Dimapur Naga students union bra takhan khota kora hisab de nutun katam ekta uthabo nishina koise aru takhan Naga manu khan kibe address korise ki itia ILP do Dimapur de implement koribo karone public kan sob support koribo lagibo koise aru media bra question huda omoide jundu Naga maiki khan nan Naga lokoti sati kurigina naam khan dia ase nole indigenous certificate khan pai ase itu laga opore address koram de Dimapur Naga student president hinoto biya omi bra straight away jawab dise ki Naga maiki khan nan Naga lokot sati kuribi no problem holibi sati kurna pacha laga naam do Naga manu laga nidibo lage birth certificate indigenous kan dibe idu nidibo lage hoy government bra do strictly stop korise guna taibi janabo dise holibi Naga maiki khan ki Dimapur Naga students union bra appeal kori ase ki sati koribo kole kuribi no problem intermarriage koribo paribo holibi bacha laga naam do baba kundu naam ase kundu surname ase itu kan cholabole laga koi ase aru itui noi kina itu civil societies organization kan ba itu laga opor matters take up kuri ase public kan sob ke itu bi clearly janibo karone Dimapur Naga Students Union bra address korish. Now the question is jundu Dimapur Naga Students Union bra ILP enforce kuribo karone Dimapur government ke iman dangor awas uthai ase government bra bi itu laga opor key steps lobole ase delay kuri nahi jabo na nohile ILP do sabi implement korna jabo implement korishi 1963 cut off year do halibo na 1979 do halibo civil societies organization sopra 1963 do mangyas NSF laga stand bi 1963 laga ase holi government brakili 1979 di chais government laga to bi hunibo lagibo holi ami kan hope koribo ki Nagaland de all total approximate 20 lakhs population ase aru dadi ami kan phal bra saishu gule nan nagas kan bi bishi manu ase aru bishi miligina thakina jai ase holi bi jundo ILB force kuribo karone government bra decision ekta idea dibo na pare joldi dibo lagibo aru ami kan hope koribo government bra joldi response koribo viewers kan itia garni mani for more updates abulan side evi global window
Results out? Confused what to do next?
Get trained, certified, and kickstart your career in hospitality, aviation, and cruise line industries.
With job placements in India and overseas, your future starts now.
Admissions are open. Book your seat today at Eagle Crest.